welcome to the touch lamp repair video. As you can see, first step was to take off the base. Now this was a touch lamp that is supposed to activate when you touch the base or any part of it, and that function was not working. So with a little careful prying, the base plastic plate came off and you could get into the electronics. A little finessing and the base finally did come off. Now they come in these little black boxes, the electronics, and typically probably what's in there is a triac with some circuitry to turn on or off AC electronics with a DC signal. Now the box came apart easily, and just staring at the electronics, I didn't see anything blatant that was indication of some kind of problem. No burnt, no bad solder joints or anything like that. So it's probably fair game that the capacitors on this had maybe gotten old or large, that they wouldn't work anymore. So upon reviewing that, I did want to check with another associate, an electrical engineer who was nearby, just to kind of confirm all this and see if he had any possible solutions. I did one more check, as I usually do even before plugging in, just to see if anything had changed or shifted. I did clean the contacts on the board in hopes that maybe that somehow improves the situation, but it did not. So here I'm just doing a continuity check just to make sure that the electronics are in fact getting electricity, and you could kind of see whenever the voltmeter kind of shows some numbers, that means I'm getting continuity or connected electronics, or a copper path, electronics path for current to flow. You'll kind of see through the steps that I go through, just kind of checking the wires and checking everything, but it was physically getting power. So really the issue was having to replace this entire touch sensor board. And they do sell them on Amazon, and they were roughly about $11 for 2 of them. Now, the only problem here at this repair clinic, we didn't have any way of getting them. So basically what I was discussing with the owners of the lamp is, what they wanted to do. And basically from talking, we ended up deciding that we would cut that out and make it into a standard lamp. And here you see me beginning to basically cut off the 3 wires that connected the board to the rest of the lamp. Essentially, for the basic lamp function that you would need, you just need the black and white wire just to provide AC current to the lamp. Now the 3rd wire, the red wire, as you'll see, probably won't see since my hand has been blocking most of this assembly work, or disassembly work, is that that would go to the I guess what they would probably censor, the grounding sensor part, so that actually if you touch the base, it would kind of trigger the circuitry to turn on and off the lamp. Now we don't need that, and obviously we didn't need any other voltage hazards, so I cut the red wire even shorter and eventually cover that up. And now I just do basic stripping of the wires, white and black, and connect them to the ends of the plug. The plug was polarized, so I did try to at least maintain the colors that were there to ensure that they were somewhat protected for house circuitry with a polarized circuit. Here's the basic wiring setup, and now I'll do a quick test just to make sure it's working, and it is. I was using the power strip switch to turn it on and off more conveniently, and now basically we're gonna button everything up so it's nice and safe. In this case, I ended up spending a lot of time just reusing the crimp that they had there. It was a pretty good crimp, so just needed to open up the internal aluminum kind of loop that's in there, and then basically shove it back in. So going with a twist and putting it in, and using my end of these to actually crimp it back down to the right size. And now I'm using electrical tape just to hold everything together and make sure, particularly that red wire end is completely covered and can't short out to anything. And eventually what I'll do is fasten the rest of the wires just so they're bunched together and so that the crimps don't come out. Since I'm paranoid, I always check the lamp again and again, so you notice that, and the lamp is working. Now it is no longer a touch lamp, but it will still light up a room. And as I was explaining to the clients here, that they can purchase from any store, Amazon, Home Depot, what they call a lamp cord or lamp switch, and that basically has a separate remote switch that you can toggle on and off, and it kind of acts like as an extension cord. Some folks even may recognize the Christmas tree type floor switch lamp. That's another scenario that we had discussed here too. So there certainly are some options to bring this somewhat nice lamp together. They did have a nice lampshade for this, so putting this together and making it work is considered a success. And snapping on the base concludes this job. So thank you very much.